Hey, all right. So today we're going to talk about stepping into your power and owning your story. So I like this because, as a publisher, I'm always pushing people to write their own story because I would love to help you publish your own book and get it out there, whether it's a book of poetry, a book about your life, a book of life lessons. That's totally up to you. So, too often we let others define who we are and what we should be and what our lives look like, whether it's coming from society, our family, or past experiences. But you have the power to write your own story, to live boldly, and to own your own narrative. Throughout this video, I'm going to give you some steps to help you take back your power. And by the end of this video, I want you to make your own choices and live the way you want to live. Now, what does that mean per se? Living boldly, just realized I was off camera, is all about being true to yourself no matter what. It's about making choices that reflect who you are and what you really are instead of what others expect from you. It means taking risks, following your passions, and standing up for what you believe in, even when it's hard. Listen, living boldly doesn't mean you aren't scared. It just means you're moving forward even when you are. That's all. So you can be scared and still step out there. I often talk to people about my social anxiety and all of the things that it takes for me to show up as the person you all know and see in front of the camera, on the podcast, or even in this group. A lot of times we hold back because we're worried about what others might think and we're scared of messing up. As you see, excuse me, in my videos, I stumble over words, but they don't stop me. We might even downplay our own talents and keep quiet just to keep the peace. But when you live boldly, you give yourself the freedom to be seen and heard. You take control of your own story, and that's a powerful thing. Nobody else can tell your story the way you can. So it's time to grab the pen and start writing. Okay? Let's talk about some steps to step into your power and own your narrative. I love that. Own your narrative. All right. First, and I've said this in a couple of videos, know your values. Get clear on what matters to you most. What are your values? What are your things that you won't compromise on? When you know your values, you can make decisions that feel right to you, no matter what anybody says. Set intentions, not expectations. Focus on how you want to live and what you want to be, who you want to be, instead of just the outcomes. Intentions give you the space to grow and adjust, while expectations can leave you feeling disappointed if things don't go exactly how you plan. Living with intentions is about the journey, not just the end result. And remember, in another interview, I told you another video, I told you don't be attached to the outcome. Okay? Sometimes in life, things don't go the way we want them to. So just don't be attached to the outcome. Roll with it. Write your own story. If there are parts of your past that you feel like you're holding back or are holding you back, think about how you can rewrite them. It doesn't mean pretending they didn't happen, but looking at them in ways to empower you. Instead of seeing a failure, see a lesson. Own your story, even the tough parts, because they made you who you are. Take bold action. Living boldly means taking action even when it seems scary, okay? It doesn't have to be something huge. It could be speaking up at a meeting, setting a boundary, or trying something new. Bold actions, no matter how small, can lead to big changes. Go to a new restaurant, try a different restaurant every weekend if you can afford it, or make the dish. Try a new cuisine, but you never know how it's going to affect your life. So fear and doubt are normal. Let's talk about some ways to overcome fear and doubt. Because, see, we don't have to let them run our lives. Let's look at some ways to keep moving forward, even when they show up. Face your fears. It's okay to be scared. Acknowledge it, but don't let it stop you. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Most of the time, the fears in your head are bigger than what's real. When you face your fears, you take away some of their power. Affirm yourself. How many times and how many videos have you heard me say this? But remind yourself of your strengths and all the things you've overcome. Use affirmations like, I am capable. I deserve good things. I am in charge of my own story. Keep speaking positivity into your life. Find your support system. Build your tribe. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and encourage you to live boldly. Having folks who believe in you makes it easier to take risks and step into your own power. Lean on your community for strength. Stepping into your own power and owning your own narrative can be a journey, just like anything else. Healing is a journey. It's about making choices that reflect who you are and being unafraid to live in the truth. Remember, you are the author of your story, and you have the power to shape it however you want. Start with one bold step today and keep building from there. Your story tells who you are, and you're allowed to tell it yourself. All right, you guys, thank you for watching this video. If anything I've said resonates with you, I want to invite you over to my website, CamiRed.com, where you can actually sign up for any of our trauma-based emotional wellness courses, classes, coaching, one-on-one services, anything like that. Also, we do have books, and we will help you write your own story if you're inspired to publish your own story on redladies.com. You can check out my book, Dear Black Woman, where most of these lessons are coming from. But most importantly, I want to help you thrive after trauma. So again, thank you for checking this out, and I'll see you in the next video.